Supplement programs can be a little daunting sometimes. We get all excited about, okay, I think this is going to help me, and then we buy the stuff and we get it in there and we kind of look at it on our shelf and go, why did I get this? I'm not sure how to do this. So if you've never done supplement programs before, this, I said, it can be a little bit scary. I'm Dr. Peter Minke. This is Minke Wellness. We're going to talk today about our supplement program that we've put together for the respiratory system. This is our first month in our wellness journey for the year. And there are definitely some things that we can do in the supplement area, and we've added some essential oils to this package to help support the respiratory system and then help us get more in touch and in tune with the respiratory system. So I put together a list, and hopefully you've got that ordered or you're getting it in soon here. And so what I'm going to do is go through what I've put together. And now this is by no means the only way that you could support or supplement toward the respiratory system. This is just what I've put together. And I've tried to make it fairly simple. So I'm going to go through what I'm going to be doing this month, and you can join me on this, okay? So first of all, we have our basic supplement regime that we were talking about, which was at our $100 order here. And the first one is our sulfurzyme, and this comes in, like I said, it comes in capsule or powder. I bought the capsule form, so there's these orange capsules here. And what I'm doing is I'm going to take 2 of these 4 times a day. That's the program so 2 of these 4 times a day. Now, if you read the bottle on here, it'll say take it, away from food or something along those lines. An hour before or after meals. I never do that. I just consider supplements to be food. In this case, this is really like food. It's something that I'm adding to my diet. So I just take it whenever I get to it, whenever I think of it. So I don't let that bother me at all. I get great benefit from taking this. I don't worry about whether it's closer to food or not. So I'm going to take 2 of these 4 times a day. If I'm in, and we'll talk a lot more as we go along about detox reactions. If I'm in the middle of a detox, I'll double that. Or I'll even take it more often. So on this product, sulfurzyme is very, very safe. It's wolfberry powder plus MSM, which is methanosulfonylmethane, and it's very, very safe. There's no upper limits on this. So great product for that. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to add to that one of my Super Cs. It's a tablet. If you're a person you're already sensitive to vitamin C or that kind of thing, you can cut them in half. But I'm going to be taking 1 4 times a day. Now you might say that seems like a lot. Well, one tablet is only our vitamin C is 1.3 grams or 650 milligrams for 1 tablet. So that's 2.5. A little bit more than 2.5 grams in the day. No, by no means excessive. It's a lot. I mean, a lot of times people will take a 500 milligram tablet of vitamin C. In this case, we're going to take about 5 times that amount for about 2.5 grams or 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C. So for me, that's not a big deal. I've taken a lot more before. If you've never taken vitamin C, sometimes it can soften the stool a little bit, so you just monitor that. If you feel like you're taking too much, or if it's you're starting to get those reactions where you have a loose stool, then you can always back off. But I'm going to take 1 4 times a day. I'm going to take it at the same time that I take my sulfurzyme. Okay. Now, what we've also done is we've added to this our Laurus Nobilis. Now, you'll notice I've got 2 different bottles. One is Laurus Nobilis without the dietary label, and one is Laurus Nobilis with the dietary label. So Vitality, they are the exact same essential oil that's in the bottle. The only difference is the label. But as the FDA rules allow, we can talk about a supplement supporting a body system, as long as it's labeled as a supplement. So an essential oil, in this case, labeled as a supplement. So what I'm going to be doing is I forgot my capsules. I'm actually going to be adding this into a capsule. So I'm going to be taking 4 drops of this in a capsule with those other supplements, and that'll be 4 times a day. So that will be a total of like 16 drops in a day. And I'm going to watch how that goes. I mean, if you're a person who's never taken essential oil internally, and you feel like that's too, you could try 1 drop. and put that in. You could just do 1 drop in water. Don't have to put it in a capsule if you're just doing 1 drop. And you can take it really slow. But I'm doing this to really feel the effects on the inside the body. And so when I take this, and we'll be doing more about using breath to invite in. But basically, anytime when I'm taking my supplements, I will do these, I will take my supplement, and then I will do a breath or 2, inhale and invite those nutrients to really penetrate into my body and to serve the purpose that I'm asking it to serve. In this case, I'm going to be doing this to support the respiratory system. So I'm going to breathe in and I'm going to really feel that vitamin C, and I'm going to ask it to come into the bloodstream and come and soak into the lungs. And I'm going to feel that vitamin C up in the lungs. I'm going to feel the essential oil, the Laurus nobilis, into the lungs, and I'm going to invite the sulfurzyme in there. And that's how I do that when I use my imagery and I breathe that in. And again, engage my consciousness to that process. So that's my basic protocol here, is my Super C, sulfurzyme, and the Laurus nobilis. Now, if you've joined me and go to the larger, more complete package here, we've got a few or more oils to work with, and they're going to be done more in the topical area, because these oils, so there's the RC, and I'm going to show you 2 different bottles, right? So this one's the RC, is the 5 ml bottle. You might have that come in your starter kit, or there's the 15 ml version. This is actually an old bottle, but there's also the 15 ml version. So it doesn't matter, it's the same oil. And so there's our RC blend. We also have the Breathe Again roll-on. You might not have been able to get this. It was in stock and then out of stock. So, but anyway, I have one from before. And the roll-ons are great because you literally just can, just roll it on, and it smells wonderful. And this is, again, a topical that we're going to use to enhance massage. We're going to go overusing that a lot in the 3rd week next week. But for the moment, we can just know that we're going to be. And if you're, I know I cut my sentences off midstream here. If you're like someone who was like, how do I use this? How do I use it? And you want to get started, go ahead, get started. Use some oils, rub them on, do some massage. It's okay. But if you like, don't know what to do with these, then we are going to go over each of these. So then there's myrtle oil. And again, I love it. It's very gentle. I really like this to enhance the massage. Now we're also going to be diffusing some of these, the RC and the myrtle, for example. I'm going to put in the diffuser. So those are our 3 companion oils that we added to this. And then we have our release oil blend, which is more for emotional work or release, emotional release stuff. So that's to help. When we start a wellness program and we start into detoxing and we do some breathing and we start activating our body's healing mechanisms through all these wellness approaches, the body will often go through a clearing or emotional process as well. There's always an emotional process to health and healing. I'm anxious about my future health. I don't feel good about where I am now. I'm frustrated about how I've acted in the past. There's all these different layers of emotions. So there's always an emotional component to illness or wellness, how our state of health. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all health is rooted in an emotional issue. Some people will go that far and actually say that. I think a lot of our health issues have components that are rooted in emotional issues. So there's certainly room for that, room for work in that area. And we'll talk more about that. But here's this release oil. So here's the deal. We don't have plans to necessarily work with that this week, but if you are feeling like you've started to do this and you're getting overwhelmed and you're feeling all this, try some of this release. And it's very easy. You just put a drop of release on, and I don't know if you can see, but it's a blue oil. And you put a drop of release on, and inhale. You can put it on like a perfume or aftershave or whatever. And then you can also put it over your heart or over your liver or any of the areas if you're feeling that if there's this particular part of your body you're worried about. Okay, so that's our release oil. We're gonna have, you only use, like I said, I'm gonna use 1 drop of this. It's very potent as emotional support. And I use that whenever I need it. This is my little companion oil. I go through struggles as we go through cleansing and all the rest of it. I'll feel it emotionally, and so this is my best friend for the. And now you can see this is going to last us a while. Even if I used 1 drop every day, I got 250 drops in here. So I'm going to go most of the year on this one bottle. So you're not going to have to buy this one every month by any stretch. Okay, so those are the oils. I mentioned the other breathing oils, and we use that as a companion for massage. We talked about the 2 massage oils, the Ortho Sport or Ortho Ease, and this is for massage. Now, again, we're going to go into the specifics next week, but if you want to go ahead and get started with this, it's not that hard. You just squirt some of this on and start rubbing it on to anything that's on the upper body. We're going to work on the shoulders. I'm going to show you that massage. I'll probably be in a tank top, which is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but here we are on the internet doing this. And so anyway, I'll show you massage that you can do for the shoulders and the neck and the traps and all that stuff. And this is self-massage to get us a more better breathing. Like I said, either one of these if you got those. Now, I'm going to be doing personally also, I'm going to be doing the Ningxia Red Challenge. And so this is the Ningxia Red, and you get that, settles at the bottom, so you just invert it this way to make sure all that stuff all the settlement comes out. That settlement is actually because this is a puree of the actual whole wolfberries and other juices that are in there, but the puree, so there's actually material in there that settles, so you need to do that. And then to that, I'm going to add either my lemon, now this is again our lime, this is the lime vitality, or if you happen to have the frankincense, I might put a drop of that. And so I'll be doing 4 times a day. Also 1 ounce of that with my drop of lime or pure or frankincense. Now, my last one is my detox-ime, and this I prefer to take before bed. I actually will take 6 of these before bed. And that really helps the nighttime time when my body is doing this cleansing and clearing. Now, if I feel heavy and thick, and we'll talk a lot more about this next month as we talk about the lymphatic system, but if I feel thick and heavy either in my digestive system or in my lymph, I'll take extra during the day. But basically 6 of these, now you say the 6 is a lot, but these are really tiny little capsules. So it's not hard to get 6, okay? So that's the basic program I've got my basic program are these 3 things here that I'm going to be doing 4 times a day. Now, personally, I'm going to add to it my Ningxia Red, okay? And we'll do that. I'm going to do that 4 times a day, and we'll be doing the little self-massage and use those other oils, and we'll do some diffusing and that, so we'll get into those. But that's the basic program. I know it's gone a little long, so feel free to start to experiment and play with some of these things. If you're on our Facebook group, go ahead and shoot me a question or a concern if you have that, and we'll try to get the answers to you on those. And we'll get going on these things. So the supplements, again, you might not use up the whole bottle this month, or maybe I don't know how it calculates out. But anyway, certainly the sulfurzyme, you'll have more left over. So as we go along, we'll be doing each of these supplement regimes for this different body systems, and the respiratory system is our start. All right, happy wellness.